General Vex Thalen of the Serpentine Alliance leaned back in his command chair, his scaled form rippling with amusement as he reviewed the morning briefings. The joint military exercise on Kepler Station had been scheduled for months, and finally, they would have the opportunity to demonstrate proper military superiority to the upstart human delegation. "So these are the famous Deathworlders," he hissed to his aide, Commander Keldar. "They look rather unimpressive." Through the observation deck's reinforced transparent steel, they could see the human contingent preparing for the combat trials. 5 soldiers from Earth's military, looking remarkably ordinary compared to the assembled might of the Galactic Defense Coalition. The humans appeared shorter than most species, lacking the Zephyrians' 4 arms, the Altarians' enhanced sensory organs, or the Mechanants' integrated weaponry. "Perhaps the reports of their homeworld's hostility were exaggerated," Commander Keldar suggested, his secondary eyes tracking the humans' casual movements. "They seem quite relaxed." Captain Sarah Mitchell was indeed relaxed, chatting easily with her team while they checked their equipment. She had volunteered for this assignment specifically because Earth Command wanted to establish better relations with the galactic military powers. The fact that it involved combat exercises was just a bonus. "Standard gravity on this station?" she asked Lieutenant Rodriguez, who was consulting his environmental scanner. "About 0.7 Earth normal," he replied. "Should be comfortable enough." What neither human realized was that 0.7 Earth normal translated to 1.8 standard galactic gravity, a crushing weight that most species could barely function under, even with powered assistance. The first trial was meant to be a simple endurance test. Participants would carry standard military equipment across a 2-kilometer obstacle course while wearing full combat gear. It was designed to take approximately 45 minutes for elite soldiers. General Vex Thalen settled in to watch the humans struggle and fail, perhaps learning some humility in the process. The starting signal rang out across the training facility. What happened next would be analyzed, documented, and distributed as mandatory viewing for every military academy in the galaxy. The humans didn't just complete the course, they sprinted through it. What should have been a grueling endurance test became a casual morning jog. Captain Mitchell's team moved through obstacles that were slowing down veteran soldiers from across the galaxy, as if they weren't there at all. "Impossible," General Vex Thalen muttered, his scales shifting to confused patterns. "Check the gravity generators. They must be malfunctioning." Commander Keldar's readings confirmed what they were seeing. "Sir, gravity is functioning normally at 1.8 standard. The humans are operating in nearly double normal gravity, and they don't seem to notice." The second trial involved a combat simulation against automated defense systems. The course was designed to test tactical thinking, reflexes, and combat effectiveness under pressure. Most elite units took careful, methodical approaches, using cover and coordination to slowly advance through the threats. The humans charged. Not recklessly, their movements were precise, coordinated, devastatingly effective. But they advanced through the defensive systems with an aggressive confidence that left the observing military commander speechless. Captain Mitchell's team moved like they were designed for combat, every action flowing seamlessly into the next. "Sir," Commander Keldar whispered, "their reaction times. The computer can barely track their movements. And they're doing this in crushing gravity." The final trial was the most telling. Hand-to-hand combat exercises against volunteer opponents from various species. It was meant to be a friendly demonstration of different fighting styles and techniques. It became a masterclass in human combat effectiveness. When Captain Mitchell faced off against Champion Korthak of the Warrior caste, a being who had never lost a single combat engagement, the match lasted exactly 37 seconds. The human didn't overpower her opponent. She simply moved with a fluid precision that made the champion's renowned techniques look clumsy and predictable. "How?" General Vex Thalen demanded, his forearms gesticulating wildly. Korthak has defeated opponents twice his size. The answer came from an unexpected source. Dr. Elena Chin, the human mission scientific advisor, had been quietly observing from the sidelines. General, she said politely, could I ask what gravity level your champions typically train under? Standard gravity, of course, Vex Thalen replied. 1.0 galactic standard. Dr. Chin nodded thoughtfully. Earth's gravity is approximately 2.5 times galactic standard. Our soldiers train under conditions that would crush most galactic species. What you're seeing isn't exceptional human performance. It's what happens when you take someone who's spent their entire life training in 2.5 G and put them in an environment with less than half that resistance. The implications hit the assembled military commanders like a quantum torpedo. You mean? Commander Keldar said slowly. They're not even trying? Captain Mitchell, overhearing the conversation, grinned and performed a casual vertical leap that carried her nearly 3 meters into the air, an impossible feat for any other species present. Ma'am, she addressed Dr. Chen. Should I tell them about the weighted training gear we're wearing? Dr. Chen smiled. Maybe save that for the advanced demonstration. General Vex Thalen stared at the humans with a mixture of awe and terror, finally understanding why Earth was classified as a death world. It wasn't just the environment that was dangerous, it was what the environment had created. From that day forward, galactic military protocol required gravity testing before any joint exercises with human forces. The regulation was officially titled Environmental Safety Standards, but every military commander in the galaxy knew its real purpose. It was the "Don't humiliate yourself in front of the humans" rule. And after watching Captain Mitchell's team treat their most challenging combat trials like a warm-up exercise, General Vex Thalen had to admit it was probably the most important military regulation ever written. End report. Recommendation: immediate implementation of revised human combat assessment protocols. Suggest all future joint exercises include mandatory gravity adjustment periods for non-human participants. Classification: distribute to all galactic military commands.